Engineers at Northwestern University have developed a drone with a fascinating way of becoming much harder to see. Instead of using camouflage or transparent panels to disappear, this drone relies on speed. By spinning incredibly fast while flying, it becomes so blurry that your eyes struggle to focus on it, making it blend into the background like a faint ghostly haze. The drone, called Phantom Twist, can rotate up to 25 times every second. That's faster than the human eye can process fine details. So rather than seeing a clear flying machine, you mostly notice a barely visible blur. The research was recently presented at the Robotics, Science and Systems 2026 conference, where the team explained how they designed the drone around the way people naturally perceive motion. According to the researchers, most attempts to hide drones focus on matching their surroundings with colors or patterns. Their approach was completely different. Instead of changing the drone's appearance, they asked how they could use the limits of human vision itself to make the drone far less noticeable. This could have some very practical uses. Drones are often used to monitor wildlife, inspect bridges and power lines, or survey wetlands. The problem is that animals and even people tend to react when they notice a drone overhead. Birds fly away, wildlife changes its behavior, and people become more aware they're being observed. A drone that's much harder to spot could collect more natural and accurate observations without causing those reactions. The idea isn't entirely new. Earlier projects experimented with spinning drones to create a blur effect, but they couldn't rotate fast enough to make a significant difference. This new design takes the concept much further with a completely different layout. Unlike a normal quadcopter with 4 propellers, Phantom Twist uses just one motor and one propeller. The propeller spins in one direction, while the entire body of the drone spins in the opposite direction. Since every part of the drone is constantly rotating, there are no stationary components for your eyes to lock onto, making it much more difficult to recognize. Designing the drone wasn't simple. The team used artificial intelligence and optimization software to generate around 20,000 different drone designs that could fly safely. Each version was tested in simulations against 100 different real-world backgrounds while spinning in flight. The AI scored how visible each design appeared to human vision, then repeatedly refined the best-performing models until the final design emerged. The researchers explain that the effect works because the human eye gathers visual information over a short period of time, much like a camera's exposure. When an object spins extremely quickly, its details become averaged together with whatever is behind it. Since much of the drone is already made from transparent materials, only a few solid components remain visible, and those blend into the background as a faint blur. Their measurements suggest the finished drone is around 10 times harder to spot than a conventional quadcopter. Of course, it's not completely invisible. You can still hear the propeller, and some support rods and wires remain visible under certain conditions. The team believes future versions could become even harder to detect by using quieter propulsion systems and more transparent materials. While this technology could make wildlife research and infrastructure inspections less disruptive, it also raises some important questions. A drone that's difficult to see could be incredibly useful for scientific work. But the same technology could also be used for surveillance in ways that many people would find concerning. It's a reminder that every breakthrough in engineering brings both exciting possibilities and new challenges to consider.